See, there are married men that just see you as a friend. It's not like when you tell them, I want to do, you are willing, they will not give in to that.
You actually know the true color of a man when he has money.
I really don't think there are no good men in Abuja, actually.
Now, from the opinion that they have shared, it's more like they are creating the platform for a man to actually be bad, especially when the man is financially stable.
Why will you tell me that someone God created is bad?
What about the men that will still have sex with you and still do the same thing for you?
You sweet be that. The height of irresponsibility for you as a single girl to actually be getting help from a man that is married.
If it's not because you're on camera, but I'd have given you the beating of your.
What's up, Abuja? My name is Charcoal, and today I'm stepping into the shoes of V to the I to WLLY, Billy J, as the host. You're welcome to Lexicon Pod. We're 3 episodes in, and so far we've been having amazing conversations about matters arising in the city of Abuja. Now, from the high rate of broke and jobless men to us asking who really is the breadwinner or the provider. And do women really put pressure on men? And let's not forget that one conversation that took us off our seats. The one-man census find 95% of women in Gwarimpa who claim to be working are allegedly not working. If you know, you know. And apparently, I can tell you already know because we can see your comments in all our social media platforms. Now, to keep the conversations going, you know what to do. Send this to a friend and let them join in. Before I introduce our topic for today, let's meet our guests. And on my left, we have
Benjamin Neka, aka Simply Neka.
Simply Neka.
And we have Victor of Abuja here.
Yeah.
All right, YEZBOZ. They call me Yes Boss. Always a pleasure to be here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Laura Gift Chidima. That's my name.
Oh, welcome. I'm super excited to have you guys here today. So over the weekend, right, I found myself in a community of some ladies who boldly said there are no good men in Abuja. And the way they said it, right, they can take me to court and they will win the case. So it got me really thinking, who are these men getting married in Abuja? So my question to you guys is, are there really no good men in Abuja, or do these women just have bad luck finding good men? I'm going to start with you.
Why are you starting with me? Okay, so it depends on what you mean by good men. You know, like they say, different strokes for different folks, right? So what's good for me might be really bad for you, you know? So it depends on what a woman really wants in a man. You get, yeah. But if you want to talk about generality of good, you know, I really don't think there are no good men in Abuja, actually. But then we have to specify. So maybe you should give us a niche of.
No, maybe I should ask you, who is a good man to you? How would you describe a good man when you see one?
Okay, for me, a good man is a man with a heightened conscience. Yeah, because if you have conscience, there are lots of things that you wouldn't do, right? You know, that you perceive as wrong or would hurt the other person, regardless of whether it's in relationship or what have you. And you know, relating with human beings generally. So yeah, heightened conscience, fear of God. The rest are just, you know.
All right, I think I should ask one of the men in the house, right? Do you think there are good men in Abuja?
First I would ask, if you ask the lady, just as Simply said, what is their definition of a good man? Because if you know their definition of a good man, then you know if truly, then you know how truly, if they are really if they've really come across a good man. Because what they perceive as being good might not be what actually for being good. You understand? And then for me, I would say yes, there are good men in Abuja.
And you're counting yourself as one of those.
Just like I said earlier before this, yes, I'm counting myself as one of the good men in Abuja because I can categorically say that there are good men in Abuja. Yes.
So let's move the conversation to this side. Yes, boss. Yes, boss. Please, what do you have to say about what they've already said?
The simple question is if there are good men in Abuja, it ought to be a yes or no. And the category of men that will have, or you can basically categorize men as far as Abuja is concerned into two: the married men and the unmarried men. Now, you just want to ask right now, the married men and the unmarried ones, are they displaying or demonstrating same characteristics or not? And all of both of them are the same thing. So I think in a nutshell, let me just be straight. We don't have good men in Abuja. Even if we have good men in Abuja, there are minimal number of them that are very, very good in Abuja here. And I think one of the things that has actually defined them to be good to some extent is apparently, or not to be good, the ones that are good. What has made them to be good is just because of lack of finance. Because you actually know the true color of a man when he has money. Do you understand? If we really have good men in Abuja, I think we won't have the high rate of prostitution springing out in every nook and crannies of Abuja. And of course, if we think you have good men in Abuja, the hookup rate wouldn't have been that high. If we have good men in Abuja, I don't really think to some extent the single ladies that we have in Abuja will be that high. We should have a lot of people getting married. If we sit here right now in this space that we are, if you look at it from a logical perspective, you want to say the average, age for a lady to get married is between 24, 25, 26. And I want to believe the two ladies I have here with me, they are above this age. And you want to ask one question, are they married? The big question is no. So if there are good men in Abuja, you guys ought to be married here. So leave the issue of probably it depends on what you call good man or what you don't call good man. We don't have them. As far as Abuja is concerned, the ladies in this town, majority of them are bitter. They are not happy. They are not excited about the kind of men that they have. Even if they have the men that God, or probably should I say that suits their heart or something, there just has to be something lacking there. Probably how do I even put it? The rate at which the person is actually chasing ladies is on a different level. Lack of respect. Why? Just because the guy is up and doing. And you know, a lot of girls are in a relationship in Abuja today that they are not really happy to be in, but they are just doing that for the glimpse and glance. They just want to do that for the social media. They just want to do that because of the friends that they have around them. Maybe they just say, okay, fine, see the person while they date. It's only in Abuja here, or probably in Nigeria to some extent. In fact, I had that proverb here in Abuja first, that you better make a sit down inside limousine, they cry, that mad inside keke, they happy. These are some of the things that Abuja men has actually put in the eyes of Abuja ladies, that Shana today okay, I won't do okay. Anyhow way you like, make you day. I go remain like that. I think 2-3 years ago or something, the marriage registry, the one in what was it called, Gerki here, released a report that out of that report was released in February. Yeah, out of the 100, let's just say we'll have up to like 100% or 100 people getting married in the previous year. In February, 80% of them filed for a divorce. It was everywhere in the social media and equally in the print media, just only in this Abuja. And you tell me that the men that will have in Abuja here, their head is correct. Their head no dey correct. It's that simple.
Laura, I see you itching to say something.
I really wanted to counter what he said. Now, when you talk about married and unmarried men, they are two different people. Married men now already know that there is a responsibility. They are wives and they want to reproduce children. Unmarried people already know that I'm not married and everything I want to do is either my family or myself, or maybe the girl I am dating. When you talk about prostitution, it is a choice. I've seen working class ladies after work still go out to look for money. And now, when you talk about
look for money,
yes, money, because see, first is first, money in general. Now, when you talk, when you talk about a good man, even a prostitute can tell you, I have this client that is very good. For the fact that this client is coming to give them another additional money to that, they classify that as good. Now, me, my kind of man, I can tell you now that, I like this man that comes to, okay, now, my mom will tell you, it's better you have a man that when you guys fight, that man can still call you baby and still create time to settle that dispute without leaving the house and banging the door in your face and not coming back home. Now, if I tell you that's the kind of man I want, there are some girls that tell, hey, if you like it, you go outside and sleep 2 days, it's not my business. Yeah, girls like that, like you said, there are different strokes for different folks. Everybody have what they want, or everybody knows the classification of good man that they want. Do you understand? I feel there are good men in Abuja. When I look at my brothers, I look and say, God, I beg. One girl should not come and spoil my brother's mindset about women. Because I believe that it is somebody that spoils somebody that spoils the next person. I cannot wake up in the morning and become a bad person. sometimes it depends on how long and how fast somebody has treated you. I've met men that will tell you, see, I met this girl, I was ready to do everything. But because they feel I can be collecting from you and you're not asking me anything back in return, they just keep collecting. And when those men realize that, I've been used, and they step back, those girls classify them as very wrong man, very bad man. But you're forgetting the fact that 80% of your life and finances, everything was covered by this man without asking you for anything in return. I'm going to speak for myself. I came to this ABJ. I was homeless. I didn't have anywhere to stay. The first person that paid for my rent was a man. And he didn't ask me for anything. He just came to my office. Why are you crying? I was homeless because I was living with my friend and I was paying 15K every week. And I was collecting 20K salary. Please tell me in God's name, how am I going to be paying 15K every week? And she was telling me, house in Wuse was 600,000. Why am I going to get 600,000 to pay for a house when my rent is 20,000 naira? Now, when he came, I was like, why are you crying? I was like, I don't have a house. He said, give me 3 weeks. And God knew I was ready to give into anything because I didn't have a house. Now, he just came and one day was like, send your account number. I sent me 600,000. Till date, I don't know where that man is. No joke. I don't know where he is. So when I wake up in the morning, I tell myself that there are good men. The only thing is how you put yourself, how you present yourself to those people. Am I coming in as coming to take from you? Am I coming in as somebody that is adding more value? Am I coming in as, I beg, this is just normal lifestyle, Morocco? Abuja is big. You can be bad to me and you can be good to her. I can be bad to you and I can be good to her. It just...
Can I ask one question? How long have you been in Abuja?
6 years.
6 years. And the first time you came to Abuja, in Abuja here, a man paid house rent for you, 600K.
Yep.
And you didn't, nothing
I
happened.
can hit my chest on that.
Do you have his number? I would like to put a call across.
I don't have his number. Like I said,
so
this
you don't
is...
believe that there are chances that a man will do something.
Is he a married man or a single man?
He's a divorcee.
He's a divorcee. I don't believe.
Leave on now.
I'm paid rent. I don't know. A man in Abuja paid rent for you.
He did. He did. He did. Like he did. See,
has Jesus Christ come?
See, you see, this is where this is the problem. Like I'll hear men tell you, a woman cannot take me out and pay my bill. I can do that for a man that I like. If I like you, I can take you and tell you, okay, today bills are on me. I've seen men that, okay, the last one I took, let's go and eat, it was like, Laura, you cannot pay because there is no girl that ever paid bills for me. Now, I try to create this motive in your head that, see, it's not like I'm coming to drag position with you, but I want you to be comfortable when you're around me. Understand that when you are in dead need of something, you can ask me. You get? Now, somebody gave me rent does not mean that they are not good men.
Right? Yes, boss. You made mention that we have a lot of single ladies all around, especially here in Abuja. Since we are narrowing this thing down to relationship, right? Mm-hmm. Now, we also have people getting married every Saturday here in Abuja. We also have a lot of divorce case, right? Here in Abuja. Now, there is this thing that is called mindset. I think we've grown into a generation where relationship now is becoming like a game instead of what it ought to be. You get? I don't believe that there are bad men per se, like there are no good men per se. Deep within, a lot of men are good. But because of counts of experiences, and influence, there are some men too that have not even had really any kind of bad experience. But because of the friends around them, guy, no go mumu for any girl, no go do this, no go do that. You go just, you go just jones yourself. So the guy is on, like, there's this shield he has put on, right? So he doesn't want to be fooled. He doesn't want to be called a maga or a mugu, right? When he meets, assumingly a good girl or something, but because he has this whole shield all around him, it doesn't make him see through, to really see who the girl is for herself. And then any little thing, because when you're already on your guard, every little thing you overthink it becomes an issue. So before you know, the girl too be like, okay, this guy is like this. That's how things go south, right? Girls too. This mentality is not just on men alone. It's on girls, because how do these men get bad experiences? Women. women.
For men.
You know, so these women get orientations from group of friends, from experiences too. Because a good guy might have a very bad experience, go on to a good guy, and dump the whole thing on that good guy.
his
You get?
mentality.
So I
Yeah.
think we really need to heal. A lot of persons have that they need to heal. Like a lot of people are hurt, and they keep passing this hurt to the next person and all. If not, why will you tell me that someone God created is bad?
I want to counter where he said there are lots of
Yeah,
divorced
good
people.
guys.
Don't say someone that God created is bad.
It depends on your orientation, your
everybody
upbringing.
that
All
God
these
I want
things
to no,
contribute.
I want
Yes,
to actually
boss.
I want to swing a bit to it. I will give you the time you need. I want to swing into the biblical aspect. You see, for the fact that God created you doesn't mean that you will not be bad. The Lucifer we're talking about today, who
okay,
created
you're
him?
talking of the Bible.
And
fine.
God
The Bible
created
is good.
us, we
Yes,
human
boss,
beings,
but in
with the
school-
power of choice. Do you
in
get?
school, we're taught that
If-
a
if-
human being came out as a tabula rasa, right? Like it means a slate, a clean slate. So it's anything you write on it, that's what is there. So a child, when a child is born, he came or she came out without knowing nothing. Everything a person becomes, he learns
True.
here on earth.
You can be good and you can equally be bad. It depends on your own decision.
That's the same
Your
thing we are
decision
saying.
to
That's what
make
we are
that
It is
saying.
the same
The
mind.
power of
It's
choice.
your mindset.
The power of choice lies in you. So no, you are telling me that how can you say that someone that God created is bad? That God created you doesn't mean that you cannot be bad. You
It
can
means
be
you have
bad
the capability to be
because
good
it's your
or bad.
choice. There are people. If I
Yes,
choose to,
like
if
she
I choose
said.
to be good, it's my own decision. It's my choice. If I choose to be
Power
bad,
of choice.
is that not what I'm
But
saying? So,
it's-
but don't tell me. No,
So
one,
let
one,
me
one
come
bringing
back.
this to is
God
that
did not
you
create
said God
anything
does not
bad.
create anybody.
Yes, but you have the
Let's
capability
come
Haba
back
now.
to
choose.
the there's a statement he
Still what we are
made, and
saying.
even Laura too. Are we defining men as by the numbers of zeros they have in their account? Because I heard a lot of men that give, men that give.
The
men
number
that
of
give.
zeros you have
Is that
in
what
your
we're
account
classifying
for most
good
men.
men as?
No, the number of zeros you have as a man in your account determines who you are. So your number of zeros in most cases, do you know, as far as this life is concerned, after God, it's money. That's why the Bible tells you that God is bigger than everything, but money answers all things.
True.
So immediately after God is money. So your zeros you have in your account determines how you see your fellow human being. No only poor man did get pride. He's only a foolish poor man that will have pride. But pride is exclusively reserved for people that have lots of zeros in their account. And this what determines who you are. And lots of men, I will tell you, very few of them that have zeros in their for that a man decides to, let me put it this way, which is in most prevailing situation in Abuja, that a man has a lot of zeros in his account and he chooses to help a young girl and he's using a bargain chip of the girl's body to actually help her. Will you classify that as a good
Yes,
man or a
boss.
bad man?
Yes,
Of
boss.
course not.
See,
No,
that is
now,
the
man,
difference.
no.
Yes,
the
boss.
zero,
Man wey
the
keep
zero,
2
but
million,
that-
tell you
zero
say
in the
okay,
man's
fine,
account
I
does
go
not
give you.
define whether he's good or bad. If you're good, you're good. If you're bad, you're bad. Whether the zeros or not.
Mhm. So
I
a
have-
man that is willing to, like,
I
spare
have-
some of those
I
cash.
have female friends,
Yeah.
that have these male friends that are married.
Sorry, I'm cutting you
No,
short. But
see,
No,
you don't,
let him-
okay.
let him-
with no strings attached. These men have not requested to have anything to do with them. Just calling a random, checking up on them, and then you just credit alert 50K,
Simple.
100K,
Did you say
200K.
these men are married?
Married men.
Okay,
But
and they're just
As
spending
single
money
girls
on
go
your
call them
goods.
to check up on them.
No,
They'll send them 500K. They
Why
don't
is
get
a married
responsibility
man
for house.
checking
See,
up
No,
on
like
his
wait,
As-
you said something
as-
just now.
yeah.
The amount of zeros you have in your account,
Yeah.
but let me just say describe to you. See, I'm going to speak from a girl's perspective. A girl, and I'm going to tell you I'm going to specify on this kind of men. There are married men that just see you as a friend. It's not like when you tell them I want to do, you are willing, they will not give in to that. But I just feel like they respect your decision at that time. That okay, she's not into that for now. Let's just go as it is. If you like 100 million years, they will not ask you. Maybe the day you are willing to say, okay, oh, this man don't try, make her just. But there are men that want to use this money as a form of getting
bargain.
things back to you.
Yeah.
It is bargain. Why am I talking to you and I'm not getting anything from you? Why they chop my money when I don't get anything from you? Do you understand? Now, it depends on how, like I said, I'm still going to go back. It depends on how you bring yourself to these people. If I'm working and I'm making money and I'm using my, I say, okay, if money is not what I want from you, maybe you have a connection that I need. Maybe there is this business you are doing that I know that if you involve me, you know, girl, no go, they make small change from you. Why am I putting that money that you will sleep with me today and maybe tomorrow you don't talk to me again? Why am I putting that before something that I can make a lifetime income from? Now, sorry, I'm going to go back to what she said about being married and divorcing. Most people marry for just the name marriage. Make I marry because of status, because of because of say I don't they reach your age, because of my friends don't they marry and all. And most people marry because they understand the meaning of marriage, the meaning of I need to have a home. Home, no be house, no be mansion. So when you see young people getting divorced, they just married because of I want to wear the most expensive wedding gown and elaborate wedding. Let them see the man I'm marrying. And at the end of the day, you notice that you don't know these men until you get into their homes, or you don't know this woman until you get into a home where you know that you were raised by two different people, two different home training. Understanding that you need to adapt to a certain lifestyle that this person exhibits. Because my mama fit teach me say all of us will eat in the same plate. Your man now will be like, no, you need to put my food in a separate plate. If either you are agreeing to give him a separate food or he's agreeing to eat on the same plate with you. No, it's two different things. When we're growing up, you'll be like, at 24, I want to get married. At 26, I want to have children. But you now notice that when you grow to a certain age, all what you want to think about is survivor. Because you meet a man and the man will tell you, I don't want a woman that does not work. I don't want so much responsibility. I want a woman that would like do this, and maybe I know that when I exactly bring something to the table, and you will know that as a lady now, I don't want a man to see me finish, or let me make something out for myself as a girl, not even because of the man, for yourself as a person. Maybe because before you meet the man, you have some responsibilities that you need to sort out. Now, when you now put marriage in front of you and you don't work on yourself, you're not getting to a home. I now notice that you're asking this man for everything, and the day he tells you, I don't have it, it becomes a problem. So it's not because men want to divorce or women want to divorce, because there is a little problem that in the home that they are refusing to settle or refusing to agree to. That's why there is lots and loads of divorce from young people. Ask yourself, why did our parents not divorce when there are certain problems? Our mother stayed in the house as a full-time housewife. Sometimes most of our mother stayed home as full-time housewife. Was few of them that actually had jobs for themselves. But why didn't they divorce? It was few of them that maybe because of maybe the man was beating them, or maybe one or two reasons they left. But when you check now and before, you will notice that the rate of divorce is high, and the reason for the divorce is something that they were supposed to have settled even before marriage. Do you understand?
Now, two things, yeah. I'm not going to say anything in respect of that. It was something you mentioned earlier about a man that paid your rent for 600k when you nearly come to Abuja. I will tell you this for free. No Abuja man, majority of Abuja men Abuja man will make any form of financial commitment without having an how do I put it?
Intention.
No, inner intention, or probably a motive of not sleeping with you, either in a short or long run. So for the fact that you excommunicated with the guy doesn't really mean that he's good. He didn't just he no see you again. If say he see you, look, Abuja men are patient. The seed they sow today, they can wait for 10 years for them to actually reap.
Can I ask you a question?
So for the fact that you've not seen it, don't classify him as a good man. No, a divorcee for that matter.
No, I never. You're getting me wrong.
That is one. Then on the other part, I did make mention of the high rate of divorce that was had by court register, like making that public. And from that report, 95% of the divorce application that was filed came from the ladies. And you want to tell me that these men in Abuja here are good? So when you look at some of these figures, these are not things that I'm saying you. These are you cannot argue statistics, cannot argue data. They are there for you to see. When you see some of these figures boldly written, why will you want to tell me that they have good men here in Abuja?
Okay, so the question that I'm going to ask now is concerning what you said earlier, that you have some friends that, they have male friends who are married helping them out. Do you think their wives are aware that they are helping ladies that are not their family members, financially?
I I can't say if their wives are aware. You get just as Yesbo said, it's not possible because those men are not Jesus, either for a short term or a long term benefit. Like you said, Abuja men are patients, and eventually they would. Not all men are like that. Not all men.
The only exception
A
you
man-
take from
a
this
man-
that you're
a
saying
man
is
might just
either
be doing
a
that
reverend
with a-
father.
No,
maybe
wait,
no, no,
wait,
no,
sorry,
no, no,
sorry.
no, oh, no,
Don't
no,
wait.
no,
Sorry.
no, there. The
Don't
only
let
exception.
him go there.
Just like I mentioned earlier, the amount of zeros in a man's account does not define if he's a good man or a bad man, as per se. The whole general notion of there are no good men in Abuja maybe started with one bad experience from a lady, and then the whole general classification of no good men in Abuja came up from that just because of one. Just like it's just the same way ladies say all men are scum. But every Saturday,
Yeah,
Not
married.
No.
Wait,
I'm
wait.
not a scum.
no.
Maybe
I'm not. I'm guilty.
Okay.
I'm guilty.
So
And
you
I cannot come here and claim holier than that.
I-
All this
I'm
thing
not-
you're saying, you're
So you're
good
saying
man,
you're
you're
a
a good
scum.
man.
That's what I wanted
See,
to
in
ask.
capital letters. I'm telling you something, yeah. Claiming all good here, give me 10 girls that you've had something to do with in the past. I will sample their opinion and I'll come with the result, and you see that it is consistent in terms of negativity. You're just probably trying to
I
sell yourself or say
Wait,
your brand.
I want to say
you're a good man,
something,
you're a good
yeah.
man. Not be man who you be a
Wait,
I'm
come
not trying
on,
to sell
let's-
my
let's-
brand.
Because
I'm
let's-
not
it's
selling
looking
my
like you
brand.
two
Yeah,
are
because
different men. How?
I'm not in the market. I'm off the market, so there's no brand I'm
Okay,
selling.
well, have you
Why?
ever
Previous.
helped somebody
Yes, I
consistently
From
for
what
a
you said.
long period of time
Oh,
without
you're married,
asking for
yeah?
anything?
I
He's engaged.
I have
Do you
friends.
think you're
I
going to
don't
still
ask.
do that?
We marriage when no feast still happen.
your-
You are in, no, it's true now. I thought you're married, sir. No, they divorce. You can't
No,
do
wait.
engagement.
I beg it.
People don't do
Chill.
introduction.
See,
If
in
they
this
even tell me say you are
Abuja,
off the market, I was thinking probably two
No,
babies
but
there
he's
house
off
they
the
cry.
market.
Please, can I say
You
something?
don't
off
walk down
the
the aisle. You are
market.
telling me
Can
you're
I-
off the
I'm
market.
off the market.
Okay.
I'm
You're
off
not.
the
He has
market.
found the.
Ha.
He's missing.
See, I have
You
something
get
to say
girlfriend,
about
say you are
in
off the
this
market.
Abuja,
No be wife
Abuja
you get to.
particularly, right? You're talking about whether there are good men in Abuja. You said something. I'm going to answer you. But from what you've said, see, I think the problem is Abuja generally, we have this fake ideals that we wear on ourselves. The men want to pretend to be what they are not. The women too want to pretend to be what they are not. All is packaging. We do a lot of packaging here in Abuja. So I feel that's why people meet each other. They can't even be real anymore. Like one person is trying to impress the other is trying to impress the other, and back of all these impressions are lies. So when it now backfires, because it should definitely backfire. The girl is calling, there's no good man in Abuja. The man is saying Abuja girls are. So that's just it. A man feels there's a certain way he should look, there's a certain way he should talk, there's a certain way he shouldn't talk. Yeah, it's not a bad thing, but not in all cases, right? If you want to package yourself, you're going for an interview. If you want to package yourself for something that will actually bring about good, results to you, I think that's not bad. But in a way where you really don't have to. Maybe you see a lady and you feel the lady is tushed. You don't even know that the lady probably borrowed this whole thing. And then you feel, okay, for this, you've sized the girl. You've sized the girl up and you feel maybe, okay, for this kind level, this girl, this her level now, me too, I need to level up to show, say, I did capable to approach her. So you're going to meet this girl and you're telling all the lies in your head, telling her you have a house in Katampe, you are a CEO of, just to measure up. All this thing is for what? To make the girl accept to date you. And at the end of the day, you can't keep up with this lie. So you end up sleeping with this girl. And when you feel that these lies you're telling is beginning to catch up with you, you whisk. The girl on the other hand is busy shouting, Abuja men, Abuja men. Meanwhile, her own too, her body. So this thing is a two-way thing, you get? I think Abuja, we really need to calm it down with the whole pretending and packaging thing. We should package where we have to and know when we should be real. That's just it.
What I wanted to say with
Sorry,
what
sorry. And he mentioned father and pastors, my dear brother, I beg. See,
You've
men,
had a horrible experience with pastor. It's like that's what you want to say. You want to say
Let her
don't
land.
remove anybody from that context you're coming from.
share your experience.
That men, except
That's
Reverend
not
Father.
fathers.
possible. Except
My-
he's a pastor
yeah.
or a reverend
Yeah,
father.
the
ones
Genuine
that can
ones, though.
Yeah.
Genuine
Okay,
ones.
so he's saying that
You're
Genuine
wearing that
ones,
cape as
so.
a Reverend Father, or you're
Doesn't mean that you are
No,
good.
many are called, but few are choosing.
Exactly.
So the choosing ones I'm talking of here, the choosing man, women of God, not the ones that.
Please, before I forget what I wanted to say, you asked him if these men, what did he ask you about help this married man helping all these girls? Now you know that a reasonable girl getting favors for married men would not ask every time. A reasonable girl would not meet a married man, be 2 seconds, give me this one. The man go tire. You understand? You ask for reasonable things. Like, for instance, I want to do a business and I know you're capable of giving me half of that money. Why am I not going to ask you for the money? I know that, okay, you're not asking me for something in return. You want me to excel. You want me to succeed. And I know that if I ask you because you want me to progress, you will give me. It's still you helping me out.
Okay, so
Yes,
with
sorry,
that, let me
there's something I want to. There's something you said,
Majority of
Seth.
men in Abuja, once they are helping you, they want something.
Fine.
No,
Exactly.
no,
That's what I want
I'm
to
not
ask you.
disputing that
Women.
fact.
But still, I am a testament of many persons who have helped without asking.
Thank you.
Okay,
That's what
but
I'm
do you, as a
saying.
lady-
Because there are men that, from their church mind or from their humanitarian whatever, they want to really help.
You
Okay.
said something.
Let
about,
me ask some-
Yes,
I don't want to
a
forget
man
this.
who
Let me
said,
ask you a
I've heard
question.
a man who said he hates seeing young girls, vulnerable girls, being taken advantage of. So when he sees you and you're still in school, and he knows that, okay, you are not from a wealthy background or something, he tends to help. Maybe he will not say, okay, let me add you to those I pay monthly. So
Without
every
doing
month,
any
without
work for
anything,
him.
every month,
Just
he
because you are
sends you a
using that money to
particular
do
amount.
something useful.
Wait.
But as
Wait,
a woman,
all
right,
these things
with
you're
the
saying, in as
stereotypes
much as
that
I'm not going to
is on this
contra-
men.
you
Sorry,
know-
please let me
okay.
ask the question. Right, as a woman, right, with the stereotypes on this type of men that give freely, don't you ever think that this man might want something at the end of the day?
Okay, so the thing is, it depends on you again as the girl. You know, these men are not sent, right? They are moved by what they see. Yes, most men are attracted by what they see. It takes only those with high level of principle and self-control to actually see some certain things and turn away. You get, so you as the girl, if what you're getting is just all you need, for real, there's some things you don't do. Yes, because I've seen some girls who, because they will tell you they are being appreciative. They will call you in the midnight. They will send you messages. They'll be giving the man some kind of, that they are available. Once you meet a man that truly wants to help, you shouldn't make him start wanting something else, because definitely they will go for it. But I don't want to, a lot of bad men have been talked about. Men want this, want this. So it's kind of overshadowing some good ones too, who actually do things without wanting anything in return. Like, you hardly hear people talk about these people, and they really exist.
See, this is not just, I'm not narrowing this thing to myself, but I will tell you, these men that you say they could probably call you and they will tell you they want to put you in the list of people that they help monthly. I don't know if you're just making a general statement, that is one, or probably if you're narrowing it down to yourself or to her. But I will tell you for free, any man, married or not being married, that wants to put you, that I'm seeing with my eyes, in the list of people that he will be paying every month, or you that I'm seeing that list of people that he wants to pay for every month, and you tell me that man doesn't have any intention of sleeping with the bottle, is what I've been drinking here is not feeding bottle. Don't tell me that. I don't understand. If people you're talking of could probably be less privileged, probably those girls that hawk
I want to ask you a question.
But there are also girls.
No, I want to ask him I want to ask you a question.
But if this thing you're telling me is all down to you or her, come on,
Wait. I want to ask you a question now. So you wait. So you mean now say as today like this, all the girls you never help anybody where you just say okay, willingly may I just give you something, may you go. They just sleep with them.
It depends on the category.
You see?
For free.
Wait, you can't help me for free, or you can't help them for free.
Why can't you help either of them?
There are, if you read the scripture and you understand the no, it's not issue of pastor. The parable of what's it called? Sowing the seed. You understand? There are seeds that when you sow, you definitely know you need an instant. You want to reap instantly. Then there are some that when you sow, you don't even need to tell the next person, and which is the genuine seed. You don't need to tell the next person that I sow a seed or I did this for this person. That is where God blesses you. I have sown seed to little girls, primary school girls that probably, I've met a hawker that after selling everything her mom gave her, I met her crying on the street. I was like, what happened? That she misplaced the money and her mom is going to beat the hell out of her. This are kind of, I've even forgotten self and I wasn't expecting anything from it. And that is a kind of one. But I cannot see a well-packaged boobs and act with a fine face.
That is what? No, that's the aspect of which he was coming from.
Bank and GT Bank will be
no, that is the aspect you're coming from because we are well packaged.
Yeah, that's why.
So we should look like our problems.
You helped so that when she grow up, then you
no, because when she cannot help without that girl, when she will be even ripe for probably whatever, by then I should be pricing my coffin because then I know I'll be extremely old. Now very small girl now, I don't understand. No, haba. Yeah.
That you gave without expecting anything in return, and you didn't say it out. I feel that's the issue with the good men because they don't say what they do. You understand? So it's more like the good men don't have good PR. So the bad guys.
Bad things actually roll very fast than good things.
The men that are helping the fully, completely packaged girls.
It's not for free now.
These
ones will tell me they have lists where they pay them every month.
So
and
you cannot help a lady.
It is not because you're on camera, but I'd have given you the beating of your life because first of all, you're not there. You don't even know the mind.
See, except she's not my spec, I'll just help her say, okay, go for a macho. But I'm seeing, except she's not my spec, I will see I will help you multiple times, and I definitely know I will reap where I sow.
Really look like our problem.
I'm one of the
should we really look like our problem?
This is the routine of most
It's not the routine. Says
as
who?
far as Abuja is concerned. It says me. You just try impress person where you give ring. That is just it. That is just the way me I'm seeing it. Because see, with this your smile that I'm seeing, you want to tell me you've not been in that league before? Abba now.
So
Abba,
wait,
come on.
Let's ask you the question, right? Have you ever helped any girl without asking for anything back?
Yes, I have. Several times, not once, not twice.
Less privilege, I believe. Less privilege, I believe.
I know you're saying asking for something in return. Sometimes they don't really ask.
The privileged ones, actually, yeah.
And you go for free. Like on now, all is alright.
Without asking for anything in return.
You see, that's
Let's
the
move
problem.
forward.
This is why some people will feel there are no good men in Abuja. It's the mindset.
The general.
It's the mindset. A lot of
I
men
think
feel
it's
women
also
want
the experience.
You know,
Because some people are
experience
hard.
too.
No, but see,
A lot
women
of
likes
women
money.
want-
She even
that's
said
all they
something
want,
at a point that
money.
no reasonable lady should make it a culture or a habit of consistent.
I'm going to stand on that.
Yes,
See,
from any man at all.
Or
I'm
standing on that.
And you're standing on it. See,
Yes.
it is a height of irresponsibility. It's a height of irresponsibility for you as a single girl to actually be getting help from a man that is married.
Don't say that. That is wrong. No, don't say that. Don't say that. I'll counter that. I'll counter that 1 million at one time.
But do you guys think? Let's
No,
talk about what you just said
mind
now.
of poverty.
Do you
when
guys
talk
think
from
if-
like this?
No,
Now,
no.
Yoruba mind of
man,
poverty.
But if you're married,
a man who has not poverty, because you know go tell me say man wey
I go
get
come marry, I
well.
come dey help
No,
one
let me
single girl and I
ask
get
you
wife
ladies,
for house.
the ladies.
How will my
So
wife?
if your wife
how
dey
my
wait,
wife-
wait.
Inside dey help one single
Like,
girl.
To the ladies,
It's not
right?
poverty.
If
You know about
your
poverty.
husband, if you find out,
Serious.
right, that your husband has been helping a single lady outside, how would you feel?
See, for me, for me, two things are involved. Now, if you're helping this girl genuinely, and it's not every time, okay, you don't call me for assistance. I've given you the assistance, and I'm telling my wife, or maybe I don't tell her because I know how she's going to react. I'm helping you genuinely, or you take and go. It's a different thing. But when you're constantly calling me for that same thing, even the man will know that come.
What if she's not calling? Because I heard some of you say that there are men that put ladies on salary. So it means that these ladies are receiving monthly pay to their accounts without the knowledge of the wife. Right? So if you are the wife and you find out that, that kind of thing is happening, how
The
would
wife,
you feel?
eh?
Yeah.
I'll be very honest. If I'm the wife, don't even tell me. That's the truth. See, no matter how, we women, we are emotional beings. I want to protect our territory, no matter how, right? No matter how good I am as a woman, if my husband is giving a single girl money consistently, I go look for that girl. Even if I don't look for you with the girl, I go block him. No, I'll answer that question, right? The thing is, if that's why understanding and communication comes to play. Like, I was the one who made mention of that salary thing. The person I was referring to is not, I didn't make it up. It's actually a reality, something that happened. Now, this person pick random people that he feels, girls that he feels, just he helps other people too, but like girls are not mostly girls, but girls are part of his, because he feels when a girl is growing up, she's vulnerable to a lot of things, especially when she's not from a wealthy home, or not even wealthy, from a capable home per se or something. So she's prey to a lot of things, guys taking advantage and this same thing. So what he does, if he finds somebody that falls within that category, not all girls he comes across, right? He puts you on a salary base every month till you finish your university. There is a limit. Now, so it's not as if it's something you just be doing. Abba, are you oil well? Yeah, there's a limit. When you're done with your university, that's it for you.
Do you think his wife is aware of this?
In this kind of case, if I were to be the wife, I'm okay with that. Once I know your motive, I know the vision behind it, I go even handle and I go they wire the money. Because this one is a clear intention that I know of. But if it's a random girl that I don't know why you're doing what you're doing and all that, and I'm seeing some kind, see, no matter what, we women, we have 6 sense.
I mean, that's where I'm asking the question from, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't know that your husband is secretly helping a lady consistently, like paying her school fees up until university, and then you find out, won't you think that, how will this man tell me that he has not been doing anything with this girl and he has been helping her consistently?
You're not really down to a particular girl. If it's one particular girl, I will ask, why will I be happy? I want to know. Of course.
I mean, people have multiple sexual partners, so
I'll see. The truth is, I'm not gonna lie. If I find out, say my husband, they give us the money on it.
But if you're eventually doing everything for that girl, every single thing for that girl, then you should feel that there is an issue. Every single thing for that girl, there is an issue.
There's an issue now.
But if there is a limit to what you are doing, okay, I've given you, do the rest for yourself. I'm not your father. You only opportune to have met me to do these things for you. So if I was not there, won't you do it for yourself?
If you know the
no, but you're sending this money directly to the girl's account, right? What if the 100K you're sending monthly, that covers everything?
Then it's her luck.
So as the wife, when you find out, how would you feel?
No woman will feel good about it. First of all, it's a single girl. Second of all, that's your husband. Both of you are married, and you guys need to communicate. First of all, you're not communicating. Every woman will feel like there is a narrative to that thing that you are doing. You understand? But if you are saying this is not every time, and I am just doing this based on the fact that this person is not opportune to get this thing, it's a different thing. But when you're now doing your paying rent, you're paying school fees, you're taking care of the mother, the father, the children, everything, are you Jesus Christ? That is the question. When you're not Jesus Christ, the different thing. But when you're doing that, okay, I dey give you this money, oh, go and help yourself, enhance yourself, do these things for yourself, so you will not be vulnerable to everybody. Even a responsible, an intelligent woman will know that, oh, okay, there are blessings that comes with giving. It does not matter who you give. Let me be honest with you. If you have good intentions for you giving out something without asking for anything in return, there is a blessing that comes with it. Except, say, you give. One day you got to the girl say, oh yeah, it's time to pay back. That's where there is a problem. And also, you're marrying somebody that you should know. You meet women that will tell you, I know what my husband can do. There are women that will see their husband with a girl. They will swear that the man is having something with that girl. And it's true. Because they already know who they're married to. And there are some that the man can sneak it, that he can hide it and do what he wants to do because you feel he doesn't have his spec, or maybe you think he's his spec or whatever. But at the end of the day, it was your choice. At the end of the day, what you do will still come to light. Maybe the girl will go get belly for you and the belly no be come up. You now decide to.
See, the Abuja men being bad or good, from the opinion of theirs that I've consistently listened to for the past minutes, just clearly shows that, one, a man is good when he's completely flexing his financial muscle on you. That is one thing I've get to pick from them. And I did told my brother here that for you to actually know how good you are as a man, that the zeros you have in your account determines that. Now, from the opinion that they have shared, it's more like they are creating the platform for a man to actually be bad, especially when the man is financially stable. Do you get? Now, every man has his intention in Abuja here when he's talking to any lady. And that intention is usually sexual. Do you get? Now,
Every man.
90%. 90%. So now, when they bring their hands of help to you, you see them as good man. That's why men will always say, I don't do good for her if I ask for her. If I ask, wait, that's the counter with I talk for. Wait, let me land. A man will tell you one thing in Abuja here, I don't do for her. She's supposed to give me now. Now, you are the one that actually created that platform of him being a good person. Why? Because he is actually splashing the cash on you. And him splashing the cash on you, he has his intention. Intention is actually to sleep with you. Do you get? Now, when he has done it to some extent, and at the end of the day, you now gives him what he wants, who don't win election or go the campaign? He has to definitely pull the plug. And when he pulls the plug, how will you now define that man? He is a bad man, but you don't know that from intention. His intention has always been bad. It's just that he has to start it good in order to end it bad, so that you will equally see him as a bad person. So at the long run, where does he end? He is a bad person because why? They give me money since. The moment he sleep with me, I stop to the same and he stop to give me money. Now, he's now a bad person. The question now is that, who no get money if he pull all these things? You know people are. So where's the contradiction now in the analysis I'm giving? No, of course there's level to it now.
Because
if the level you're talking,
who no get money, no people, like it depends on the level.
Money they relative now.
Exactly.
Money they relative,
So
but
I'll
it still
leave
takes.
Okay, but what about the men? What about the men that will still have sex with you and still do those same things for you?
You sweet be that.
Oh Jesus Christ!
True now.
I will beat you. What is it?
Why are we
You
dwelling
sweet
on
be
money?
that now.
Yeah, because I think the whole
said.
conversation is just
Yes, why are we
defining
dwelling on money?
men
The question
that
is
have
Because
you
the
don't
money
have
thing
good
determines
men.
you're being good or bad.
That's not true.
so we
No,
can't
it's
have
not true.
broke
That's not true. That's
good
why I
men.
said
That's what you're trying to
be
say.
broke good man.
That's what you're trying
Once
to
you are
say.
broke, you are good.
Okay, now so
Once you are broke, you are good.
Once you are
Money
broke,
come.
you are good.
Once you are
No, that was why I
your
started with
humility
saying
go dey
that it
smell
depends on
everywhere.
what
You don't
what
you see
you
broke
mean.
guys wey be say they will do it in same compound. Now them like a broke guy that might probably be struggling to pay rent in a compound, being in the same compound with other girls too that are well to do or who sugar daddy, they even bring money for them and other. You go see the guy lawyer, they go say the guy is nice, Then go they cook food, they give him every Sunday. They even send errand self to Ram. But at the end of the day, just no say na money he no get. The main person will get the money. The one where they even not be boys they their girlfriend.
experience.
Which Yoruba experience? Me,
I'm just
I've
asking.
always been financial.
Are you speaking
like,
from
no.
experience? Because the way you're saying like you're experienced this thing.
Why?
No, I just want to know because
This is an experience why I don't
always
see.
the financial
You
what
have
is?
known me from way back
way
in school.
back, yeah.
As a student,
And he has always
no,
been rich.
as a student,
No,
I was
no,
driving a car. No, be like I was well to do when I like my life has actually been rose. God grace, God grace. I was you. Let's don't even go there. So it's for you to equally see that money no enter my head even when I was. I don't want to say something, but you know how I met you. You know how everything went, and you know now.
Please, let's not turn this to a couples podcast. Like, how do
are we
we meet?
couples? Don't no say with you know, but it still boils down to the thing that see your money as a man determines who you are, and when it comes to you being financially stable, most of them in Abuja here, them and their money, they are not good. Both single and married men. Married men own
what's the
their own is the
definition of
worst.
good, people? I want to ask you now your own specific definition of this
Has-
good that
it's
you're
like
talking
90%
about.
money.
When you have money.
It's not like when you have money. Being good within the confine of the analysis that I'm actually giving falls with when you give a help or when you help a lady, it shouldn't be a bargaining chip for you to sleep with her. But Abuja here, both married and single, apart from
That's
those
Sorry.
where they
that's
date,
So
what
does
they
your
all
are
of
bad
them.
does your
wrong.
bad just involve you having a sexual interfere with somebody? Is that what you mean by bad?
If it is no, wait, if my
That's
bad,
your definition of bad.
that is not that is not definition of a bad. Do you get? But if you lure a girl with money and you end up sleeping with her and you let her go, is that good? Fine, that is where I'm actually.
Okay, but what if the girl does not want to stay after you finish having those things with her?
Nah, shall she be?
Then so you mean say now say the man now they bad?
If the girl wants stay, whether it means say the wait, let me get you. If the girl no wants stay,
You mean say
After-
the man they bad?
it means say the man no bad. If I want to put it that way, but except this part now where they talk, we have a lot of them, and it's still. But see, there are a lot of girls due to how bad the guys has actually been in Abuja here. When they meet you, they have that mindset. Plenty of them. I know who men be. Just give me the money, take my body, make they go, make I no go fall in love. It's a national anthem for girls in Abuja here.
See that it still boils down to the thing I've been saying since. People have been beclouded with some kind of notions. It just boils down to what I've been saying since. Men just feel all women want is money. Women just feel, a lot of them feel all they want from men is, all men want from me is sex. Sure, you understand? And then if he's having this sex, let it not be free. Let him give me the what? The money. So now, deep inside, that's not all women want. Deep inside the man, that's not all a man wants. A man wants much more than just sex, right? Come on, are you the one saying this?
I be man now. Wetin man want if no be sex? Wetin woman want if no be
I'm
money?
not a man. Okay,
I don't
I'm not a
understand.
man. I'm
I
not
don't
a man.
understand.
I'm not a man. I can tell you what things that women want. I'm not a man, right? So if I'm talking about what men want now, I might not be all.
You can talk
But
about
you
the
are
woman
at
own,
least I
but
can talk about the women own.
fine.
Like for a woman now, a woman wants security. I know you think it's just money. Money.
No, I don't know for women part of, but I know
I'm
men
telling
own.
you
I
the
know be
women.
woman
I'm telling you the
now. I dey
women part. The
menstruate.
little that I know. I'm talking from my own self, and then the little women I've met in my lifetime, right? So sincerely, a woman wants security. Money is very important. I won't even doubt that. But if you come and offer only money and other things are not there, the woman will end up marrying you or staying with you because of that money while doing other things to get those other things balanced. And when you find out, definitely there'll be problem, right? So a woman wants security. How? A man wants a man that will stand up for her in any kind of situation. See, no matter how men these days want finished products, just as women want finished products. They want a woman who is already made. A woman who will not be a liability. You hear them say, I don't want a liability, I don't want a liability. What do you bring to the table? What do you bring to the table? That what do you bring to the table? 90% of it is how much do you have to? Yes. Yes, that's basically what they are saying. Okay, I have 10 million. Do you even have 1 million to bring to the table? That's basically what they are talking about, yeah? So now what I'm saying is a woman wants like somebody she can trust, like security. When you say security, am I secured around you? Even the sex thing you're talking about, after having the sex with you, am I sure that my integrity is still intact? For the woman, yes. Am I sure that my integrity is still intact? That's not all you want as a man. Am I sure that you will see me for who I am? Apart from the sex that just happened, right? Because a lot of men now, if you are sweet, wow, if you're not in their own world of you understand. A woman wants somebody that can encourage them to become, just like a man wants somebody that can support them career-wise. A woman too wants a man that can encourage them in whatsoever they want to do. A man that can see what they don't see in them, like, okay, I think you're good in this. Why don't you? You will see that the woman will become something you will be wowed. Because no matter what anybody says out there, my man says I can. You understand? These are just little. If I can go on and on and on. A man that can say you can do this. Is pari passu, this thing they are talking about. So it's beyond money. Yeah.
That's for women, no. Now women own you talk so.
A little
And the men.
more. So, but in Abuja here now, because of this perspective, all she want not be woman, now money, just give her money. Just give her that. Why do you think some women, when they find some other things, they won't die there? Because they are finding other things. They say, but this guy no get money. What is she seeing in this guy? He's still there. Apart from it day serious. Yeah, so in Abuja, let me conclude. So in Abuja per se, I for one believe that there are good men in Abuja, but they are just they've buried their goodness. They've clouded it with other layers of things like hurt, like perspective, like influence, and all that, and that's what they bring out. And the same thing with the women. So it now is everywhere is just chaotic and everywhere. So let the right people find it. I pray we all become who we are, so we can find ourselves, right?
So that leads us to our next question. Pointing that out to you, who is soon to be married.
Yay!
Do you believe that it's right to split bills with the woman?
With
Your
split
wife?
bills
Yes.
with
Do you
the woman.
believe in splitting the bills
I don't believe in splitting bills. It's your responsibility
as the man,
as the man,
right?
too.
So the men that are, coming out to say, oh, I want 50-50. Women, what do you bring in the table? I want to be the pet too. I want to be the baby of the house, right? What do you have to say about to those people?
Now, as a man, your responsibility is to provide. As your responsibility is to provide for a woman. You get, women are helpmates, just as the good book put it. Women are supposed to be our helpmates. Now, men that want to split bills with women, I would not want to call them cowards. I would not want to say they are shy, running away from responsibility. But just as they mentioned packaging in Abuja, you feel most guys tend to portray what they really are not, and then when it don't hook them, then they want an escape route, and that's where you get the whole okay, we have to split bills. You understand? Before you take a woman out, before you even invite a woman to go out with you, you must have already calculated your pocket. You know where you are taking her to, and you know that, oh, okay, this is where you really, really can afford. You understand? Take care of her tife. She gets there. You take care of the food. You understand? You still saw her to get home. You feel that's you being a man. That's you providing. That's you. Just like they said, it's not just about the finances. In terms of security also, it gives women that assurance that okay, my man did for me. You understand? Now, the aspect of splitting bills, it depends on actually the context. If I have a wife, if I have a wife at home, you understand, there there's okay, she has her own earnings and I have my own earnings too. You get, and there are foodstuffs in the house. the foodstuffs in the house. There's literally everything she wants to cook with in the house, and then she ran out of Maggie, and then she's calling me just because she wants to buy Maggie. That's what I really would not take. You understand? Because I feel these are that's why the help as you help me. You understand? Not you literally carrying all the burden, but at least you ease it. You understand?
Sorry,
You make it
from what
easy
he's
for the
saying, a
man
thought
to
came
carry.
to me. A thought came to me. Why we say men get ego? Men get ego. These men of this generation, why we say when they reach for money, they know they get ego. Like their
Except na the
ego.
ones we don't meet to.
Wait,
Yes,
wait,
yes.
wait.
Money
A
dey
lot
my
of
head.
Let me
I don't know
ask
the one
yes,
you
boss,
don't
this
need to.
Bring it to the
question.
table.
Do you think,
On a normal day, man should have
splitting,
ego enough to provide everything.
do you think
Yes, so
splitting
that
the
tomorrow woman no
bills
go come talk
with
to her
a
anyhow.
woman strips him of his veto power?
Does a woman have a veto power in the first place?
No, the man now.
Okay,
If he
strips the
starts,
man. Oh
yes.
yeah, most definitely. It dampens your pride
As a man.
as a man. We've said this before. I think in the previous edition, and I think there were different shades of opinion in that regard. For me, for one day, I keep saying it. I've never seen in my head, except on rare cases, and which I believe they are rare. I've never had this mentality of seeing a woman being part of financial responsibility in the house. You can set a woman up, you can set your wife up in a way, let her manage the little one that she's having, but you just have to take the bull by the horn when it comes. You have to be pragmatic, you have to be visionary. Even the Holy Bible equally said it, that woe unto a man that cannot provide for himself and his family. That is even worse than an infidel self. So when it comes to this financial splitting of responsibility and all that, it's solely a man's responsibility. But situations whereby the man hand no fee carry him, and maybe God put him for the woman hand, I believe God always get reason to do that one, because some men, maybe when they see himself, it would have been something else. Because we've equally seen situations whereby even the woman happens to be the breadwinner of the family, and at the end of the day, the man still have to steal from her to even go and cheat with other ladies and others. So at times, God knows how he does things. He just have to put the what's it called, round square in a round hole to actually make sure everything fits. Because if you go put them for that kind of man hand, at the end of the day, I've been someone that believes that you see responsibility domestically when it comes to finances. Pray to God as a man, hustle, pray that the grace of having money comes to you, and so that you go be the man. It is sweet if you spend money on top your wife now. It is sweet if you did as in do some certain family
I
responsibility.
feel this is one of the best things you have
You
said.
go- you go-
Just like
No.
general, just
You go
like
believe-
Because
I've said it
general
before,
news,
and I
where
can't
they say
contradict
this
my
is
previous
Yeah,
opinion.
true.
I've said
But
this
why you come
before.
be like say men now sef they lazy? Because you see them they look for woman wey don dey work, woman wey dey get some kind money.
No,
E come be like say
irrespective.
no,
See,
say e come be like say
irrespective of how
come
much
like say they dey
your wife
plan.
has.
No, now e come be like
That's
say they
her
dey plan
money.
say okay days go dey when I no wan I wan remain this level. You too, you have to be. It has to be that okay. It's when you cannot, the woman will come in. But they're already looking for somebody wey be say get money or
you
you
said
dey
this thing
stable.
before, eh?
I've said this thing before.
Wait, you said this thing before.
Men are lazy
It depends.
now.
No,
Lot of
it
them.
depends.
The ones
It
wey
depends
dey
on
lead
their
the one I admit,
experiences
because I
as
don't dey
as a
previous
man, previous experiences.
experience.
Now, every man knows that it's a responsibility to take care of a woman. But now, it's most women now take that as if you know do am, you must do am. No matter if you like, no get am, do am. There are women that have money, and your husband or your fiance or
There are
anybody
few
does
women
not
that have
have.
Well, there are
Okay,
women
few
that have
women
money.
that have money, and their partner does not have, and they know that their partner does not have, but they will still not bring out that. They will tell you that my money is my money and your money is our money. Okay, now I look at men that you tell me that women are your helpmates, right? Now you set up your woman. The setting up of your woman is it's not because I want you to be paying rent, because I want you that okay, when my children's clothes are fading out, you are capable of buying 2, 3, 4, 5. You are capable of taking my children to parks, to parties, to vacations, even without me adding to that. It does not mean that when I see those things, I'm not going to give you that money back. I am not giving you that money back to tell you, oh, because you spend. I'm giving you that money back as a form of appreciation that, oh, my wife is doing this, my wife is doing that. Now, when women don't add up to the house, you become a liability. Take it or leave it. if you're not bringing the smallest of your 1,000, I'm not going to tell a man to tell me what am I bringing to the table. Don't ask me, because when it comes to pregnancy, I'm not sharing it with you. When it comes to after giving birth and all my body is changing form, I'm not sharing it with you. When it comes to labor, I'm not sharing it with you. When it comes to me making you satisfied on the bed, it's when I'm tired and I've done the whole house chores and you're coming back and you're telling me, oh, you're honey, and I'm spreading my 2 legs for you. You're not cared about if I am tired or if I want to. All I know is that I want my husband
So
to
you
be
spread
what?
legs.
Okay, why not go spread leg for my husband? I bet why another guy go spread leg for her? Respect yourself. You get, but so there are so many things involved in this sharing of responsibilities. Me, I would want my husband to cook for me when I'm tired, but not every time. You understand? Because it is my responsibility to make my husband what comfortable, to give him good food. I would not want my husband to go outside and eat in another woman's house when I know that I have 2 hands to make food for you. Do you understand? But when it now boils down to a man telling me house rent is 1 million naira, bring 500, I bring 500. When I dey labor, we go share am. You'll take 4.5 months, I'll take 4.5 months. When I do push for labor room small, you will do the remaining pushing. Because you cannot pack all those things with all the whole me sharing my life in labor room. It's either I survive or I don't survive.
In as much as you're making sense, but some of this natural should I call it phenomenon, that it's a way now is the way men are created and the way women are created, then you start saying that a man should share such with you. I think for me it's not really
No,
ideal.
it's her way of saying it's natural also for a man to provide. Just
because
as
you
it's natural for a woman to
okay come and
carry
saying that okay
pregnancy,
come
and
carry
I think that's
okay.
No, because see, you know, can't wake up one day now. Okay, so men get this notion where they'll tell you, say, what are you bringing to the table as a woman?
you
I
know,
hate
that
that.
they pay me. Like, you know, they pay me, but it's
Let me
unreasonable
ask,
to
right?
me.
Let me ask this question. There have been a lot of conversations where men say, oh, I cannot marry a woman that earns more than me. Do you think that's a reason to end marriage or relationship? That's a good reason to.
Most women, when they earn more than a man, it comes to disrespect. Because they just feel like I have money. And we know that men have ego. You leave food, respect a man, just respect and odogu, give her respect. You see that most men can just calm down. Now you now see that most men can be making much money than their husband. It comes with a lot of disrespect. For the fact that you see, there is a difference between a lazy man and a man that is hustling to make a living. If a man wey lazy dey, you know say this man dey lazy. But a man that is hustling, now you know that with time he's going to adjust. Now you now meet that man that is trying to adjust because you are making more money. You're now lowering his standard to it will be marriage with, because he can enjoy. One day you will disrespect him in front of his friends, in front of his family, in front of community, in front of the society. And he might take that for a long period of time. One day he'll just tell you, I'm fed up. And he will leave. Because you're opportune to make money does not mean you need to disrespect anybody, no matter your husband, family, friends, anything. Those things can be taken away from you in a twinkle of an eye. Do you understand? So I feel it is one reason why people break up or divorce out of marriage, because women too sometimes, because we know that we have these things or more. The ego is on our forehead. They've stamped it like this boldly that yes, nobody is up to my standard. Do you understand? So you see, when most men feel, my wife is making much money than me, they feel very insecure because their fear of the future is just there, written in front of them. They know that this woman has this thing that if I give her little space, I'm going to be a slave in my own house. It happens every day. It's not like it's new. These things happens every day. So we don't have to blame them when they are scared of
Getting married to a woman
exactly.
that more than them.
It is there. It is just fact. It is fact. Do you understand?
So, as the man, will you marry a woman that earns way higher than you do?
Don't lie.
It's actually a tricky one actually, but then again, um, we can always agree to disagree. You understand? One, as a man, you are meant to be the provider. You get, but then there are times when, let's say, things are not working out for you at that time. You understand? So marrying a lady that earns more than I do, you understand? No, it's actually
Don't you
going to
think
be a
that's
hard
why
one.
some ladies
No,
hide their wealth because they know that it might scare this man away?
It's actually going to be a hard one because despite I am a strong believer of my money is our money, her money is our money. You understand?
As
But
long as her money is less.
more, more to an extent, because there's this just
Baba,
she
no dey
mentioned
drag this
fear
word.
of
No, your
fear of
wife
tomorrow.
no wish.
You understand?
No wish for your wife
Because-
to get money past you as a man. Wish that God gives you everything it takes for you to take care of your wife, the in-laws, the ones that are the unborn kids, even the ones that you don't know that will come for visiting, because it's such a beautiful thing for you to actually have as a man. Like, you see yourself like demonstrating financial capability, not just to your wife, but to those that if your wife has, it's just a cherry on the cake. Do you get? But how will you, as a, even woman, vice versa, a woman will not even be excited that she is the one spending on her man. In as much as I know the disrespect will definitely rear its ugly head, but see, no woman, see, a woman will feel very, very fulfilled, very, very satisfied, very, very honored when she dey comot, they go say, na my man do this for her, na my man buy this house, na my
But
man
don't
do.
you think some women don't mind spending? They now lie about their wealth. They hide their wealth. And then when you find out in the future, you're like, oh, you've been lying to me. When she knows that this thing would have chased you away a long time ago.
Women that they still have this thing, their partners don't have, they still do this whole spending and taking care of, but you will never ever know.
There are
That's-
few.
You
How
see,
many?
it's-
That's what
you see
I'm
the
saying.
question you
There are
asked,
few,
that
but don't
why
say.
don't
Babe,
I?
see,
Why
see, babe.
won't some women actually show what they have, probably hiding it so that the men will not actually get scared? It just defines that natural. They know that na the man suppose get this thing, make it dey, because if you come,
Say
No,
na
see,
men
that's
guys
what
do
I'm saying.
everything.
Babe, see, the truth be say-
No,
Society
na
is not
him
part
be
of
that.
nature.
Wait, see, this generation that you know that every average youth is just looking out on survival, both women and men. So you not tell me now that because I like this guy, the guy no get money, then I won't carry extra responsibility to give, and when I fit do that.
See, there's
babe,
a way
see,
as a
that one
lady,
when you talk,
you
I no-
have
I
your
no
money and
support
all
you on
that.
that one. Seriously.
If you show am a man, especially Abuja here, the man go pick race, because one, he
Yes,
show am die,
true.
say in his
True.
head sef,
No, no
he
be
go dey say
child.
how many alaji he don follow, how many
No,
men.
no be
You know,
child,
as far as Abuja is concerned,
somebody
the moment
don't-
you are successful as a girl, they go just begin to
Somebody,
point and say, na
somebody
man
don't
you follow
come.
and
Somebody
all that.
don't come my shop.
You get-
Actually, tell me say I did too independent for one small kiosk so I they use to clothes.
See, that's the thing.
Okay,
Here
let's
in
share
Abuja,
our
wait,
final
here in Abuja,
opinion.
if you get money as a woman, especially when they cannot trace it to one thing, just know say na men. Na
No,
sugar
true.
daddy.
That one day,
That one
nah,
dey.
it's
That's
just
what they
it.
will tell you to be. Even if you are
But
a
how do you
person
have
working-
money without a job?
No, there are a lot.
No, there's a difference when you have a
You
job
can be working
now.
at home and be an international staff, but people will not see you come up and dress up and go to.
But these things are
work
very
another.
few.
Anyway-
Most girls wey dey work for home, as far as Abuja is concerned, na shawo.
You
That
see,
is just
you
it.
see, that's what I'm saying.
It's
Anyway,
true
that's
now.
not everywhere I'm
So
saying.
me now we get get machine for as a so clothes now.
We dey see machine and all that. Some
That's
person
not
will tell you I
everywhere.
work at home.
If
and
If you not come inside, how you want use know?
If you no come inside, you no go see.
we no
the
dey see
machine now.
pieces outside.
Now really pieces. So
Evidence suppose
pieces
dey.
of grace or pieces of
What
careers.
I'm driving to, I was trying to put. She was saying that there's nothing wrong for a woman giving a man money, taking care, putting the bill, babe. If it's not in a context of being a helper, there's everything wrong. Naturally, I no go lie.
So you
I
know wrong
know.
say man they help you as woman, but you dey wrong say you dey
It's
help
in
man.
his nature. He's a
Wrong say you
provider.
be woman dey help man.
No, I beg,
I
I
no
no
pray
see
make
any.
woman
See,
help me o.
And now
Don't
you
pray
now.
woman
Babe, no,
help me,
listen.
God
Women,
forbid.
naturally, women, if we get money, you know, money has a spirit. If as a woman you get the kind of money where you go get, you start feeling what can a man
Do
offer
for
me.
me, yeah.
True.
truth.
That is it. No, it's true.
You understand? You start feeling. So that's where it starts.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
man
man,
feel
you don't
the
lose
man
your
feel give
importance for
you
where the woman
affection
dey.
now.
Forget that thing. You see the woman wanting to turn the man as a slave. Come and give me the affection and be in your corner. You understand?
The woman no like you with that.
Yeah,
Even
because I mean,
you understand, you can do everything for yourself. What is the essence of the man?
It cannot
in
give
your
you head.
life?
The money can give you head. Good head.
The money can get you a man to give you the head, and after he give you the head finish, you go.
Wait, he say give you head, I will give you head.
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 Yes, head.
Why am I lost? When a playboy enter my compound, I don't know.
You
I
as a
don't
woman,
understand.
there's an
Alright, let's
essence you
give our
take
final
care of a man. You too,
opinions.
you go tire. It's not in your nature. It's not in a woman's nature.
That
Do all
has
those
to be.
things.
I'm not saying that has
So,
to be
I think say na
like
help I dey hear.
every. I know. Say back make you just the help man when no one help himself. I'm only saying that when it comes to a stage where you as a woman is capable of helping a man, I don't see anything wrong when you are capable of helping a man at that time. That's why she said that there is a difference between a lazy man and a man that wants to help himself. If you're helping a man that, okay, this money this man they give me, I know it's not my responsibility to do this thing, but she don't help me make I do am. It's a different thing. But when you now meet a man that if they give me she gets, make I not do anything. That is where I have a problem.
Respect another, you go still run.
If they wait, if you see get men wey feel like show and respect, help and give am the word, everything go pursue from the word, teach it on you.
See, man wey dey help no suppose get erection. Serious, I swear. Man wey woman dey help, you no get any, you know no. Haba, you no suppose.
See, it's not just right. May God, may see, more just pray, say, may the man get, may the woman get, even when they take manage, where you say, no be every time they ask the man. But may the man, I beg, the man has to be a man.
All right. So before we end the podcast today with everything that has been said, we're just going to end it with, sharing our opinions about areas that we think, when we have a new friend that just comes to Abuja for the first time, what are the areas we can recommend to them to go and live in? We know that Gwarimpa is already out of
I'm not an agent. They should find out by themselves.
We know that Gwarimpa is already out of the option. So which other areas in Abuja would you recommend?
Gwarimpa is still in the
Please,
option.
I've been in Gwarimpa for over a decade. I don't know what
Gwarimpa
you're talking
is still in the
about.
option.
Which one is Gwarimpa is not an option?
Gwarimpa just have bad PR. That's just
Okay, with the bad PR, will you recommend your friend to go and stay there? Somebody that's new to
Anybody who
Abuja.
doesn't
You know
want to
you
stay in
that I know,
Gwarimpa
you don't
should
really
go
have
to
friends.
Nyanya. I don't really have
You don't
friends.
really have friends. So
Yeah.
that's why probably you've not been seeing these things. Because if you really have friends, these things about Gwarimpa is boldly written on every note.
But what is in this Gwarimpa that you guys are
You know,
talking
you know,
about?
like,
That
you know,
but wait, will they go chill for this thing Gwarimpa now? Will they go swim for this Gwarimpa now? But the truth be say I no be agent. I know they go the fast for person. If you come to Abuja,
off camera, I told you guys experience of the places, the things that has happened. I can't start mentioning the names or the apartment or like I've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. That's why they always tell you life. You just have to make.
no wonder you're
choice.
so bad.
I'm not bad. What's the definition of bad?
But you, now you talking.
So in conclusion, wherever your money fee pay for,
thank you.
just go and stay.
Exactly. Now you're
Just go and
talking.
stay
Which one
there.
is Gwarimpa?
All right, that's it from all of us here. Don't forget the comment section is open. And if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Until next week, I remain your host, Charcoal with the most. All right, bye. Peace and love and light. I mean light and love.